And here we have Intellijel Steppy, made by Intellijel Designs. It's a 64 steps, 4-track sequencer, trigger sequencer. It is probably one of the easiest trigger sequencers I've seen lately. I own a few of them. That everything is so well laid out on the front, it's basically self-explanatory. There is no hidden menus, there is no combination commands or anything like that. Basically, to get to something, you need only 2 clicks. You click a mode and you click whatever else. You click a mode, you click whatever else you need to do. That's basically it, except 2-3 things where you have to like hold the click a little longer. It has tracks A, B, C, D out. Those are the trigger gates out. You have clock in and you have reset in. And that's basically it. It has 3 modes. The first mode is play mode, which is now where you program and play back the pattern itself. It's empty. The second mode is the select mode, where you select which track you're working on. You select which page of the track you're working on, because each track has 4 pages of 16 steps per page. And then on the same select mode, you flip to the middle line here. This is tied to the yellow light, the middle line, which you have 4 mutes on this side per track, A, B, C, D. You have the 4 mutes, you have a page follow. If this is on, it follows when the page flips if your pattern is longer than 1 page. You have loopy, which loops between 2 steps, whichever 2 steps you press, or if you press 1 step only, it will just loop on that step. I will demonstrate this later. You have a manual reset. If something goes out of time while playing or whatever, you can manually reset it by just clicking reset while in select mode. And you have clear. When you're in select mode and you use clear per track, there is one thing to note about this. If you just click clear, you see how it flashed. It cleared everything, but what it clears is only the steps, but it will not clear any of the other settings, which we will talk about almost right now. The gate, clock, swing, delay, probability, shift, and other things, they won't be cleared. If you hold it longer, the same clear button, then it will clear everything in the track, the settings and the steps too. So those are basically the select commands. Then if you get out of there and go to the edit mode, you have gate per track. You have clock per track too. The clock on this side is a divider only divides. You have swing per track, and you have delay also, which can delay the triggers. Then you have probability mode and shift. Probability is per track and shift is per track. What it does, actually shift can be on all 4 tracks at once, I think, if you hold it longer. What shift does is moves the whole pattern 4 steps forward or backwards. If something goes out of line or you want to do some syncopation or move something on the fly, I will probably demonstrate that later too. And you have load and save. Load and save are probably the easiest on these. Let's get out of the mode. You created something, you want to go to load, to save actually, you click save and you select one of the 8 slots. You basically just press one of the slots and you're done. It's saved. Now it's not saved. It's gonna be not saved because it's empty, but that's how you do it. Load is the same way. You click load and that's it. It's something that I saved from before. You can actually switch, you can actually load patterns on the fly and they will all time. I have only 2 patterns saved. So basically you click load and you click one of the 8 slots. It has 8 slots for saving. But let me open an empty thing and go back to the play mode. So this is how you start. You turn on a clock from somewhere, whatever you're using. You click the select. You select, let's say I'll select the snare track, which is track B, first page. And when you get here, you decide how many steps you want the pattern to be. And what you basically do is you just hold one of the steps. That's 8 steps, you want 12, that's 12 steps, you want 16, that's 16 steps. Now, if you want longer than that, you click select again, you go to page 2, 4, you go back and you click on step 32. So now you have 32 steps. But you see, you don't see where it is now. So what you do, you click select again and you go to page follow. If you go back now, it shows you both pages. I will make this again only one page, 16 steps. It's easier to explain and understand. So let's put some snares. And maybe add a kick to it. So basically that's it. It's very simple and easy. So we have 16 steps of kick, 16 steps of a snare, and let's add maybe a few hi-hats so I can show a loopy. That's basically it. It's done for now. Let's go to loopy. You click select, you click loopy, you go back to the pattern, to play mode, and this is what it does. But now that's one step pressed, and you can loop between different lengths wherever 2 steps you press. It's like a DJ effect, I guess, but this can be very handy to create some really nice, interesting rhythms. If you like, pay attention, listen to it, and time it correctly. It's basically one of the greatest features on these modules on this module for me. Then let me add some more. Actually, I gotta get out of loopy first. I'll put all the hi-hats in, and I will add an open hi-hat. And we will go back to select mode and we'll mute. That's it. So basically all it takes is, now you're in play mode, all it takes is you click select and you just mute anything you want. And while you're there, you still have page follow and loopy right there. It takes only a second. On this side, we are basically finished, I think, under select mode. I don't want to press clear. You know what clear means, because I don't want to recreate the whole thing all over again. And we're going to go to the edit mode now. And I cannot demonstrate gate length now because I'm just triggering drums. It's not something with longer gates. If I go to, let's say, track D, where the hi-hats are, clock, and it divides down. I think it's 1/4, 1/8, 6, no, I forgot it, but it ends at 64. That's the maximum divisor. Then we go to, let me put it back, swing. And swing is per track, so you have to do each track separately. You click swing and you give whatever strength of the swing you want. And that's it, now we have it swinging. Next we go to trigger delay, and you can also delay each track or whatever. It's self-explanatory, and you also have probability. I will disconnect one of the hi-hats so you can hear it better. I'm doing probability on the hi-hats only. And then I will go back to select. I will select the snare track, back to edit, and then shift. So shift moves 4 backwards, 4 forward. just listen to the snare track. And this brings it back to its place. And then on this side, it flips around. Actually, let me ruin it a little. This is all done. You go back to normal play mode. So you had the hi-hats, the other hi-hats which I disconnected already, the snare, and the kick. And I don't think there is anything else to explain anymore. It took me literally 10 minutes to master the whole module. There is nothing really hidden in there. The moment you turn it on, you already know what you're doing. I hope it helps somebody to get into it who just bought it. I will leave a link down in the description to the manufacturer's webpage so you can see more videos, more explanations, more demos, the price, more detailed information on the module, and that will be it. Thank you, everybody.